Hey guys, it's Brian again with another ceiling fan video, and on this week's edition of Care for a Spot of Tea, we have this 56-inch Airmaster industrial fan from 1985. Canopies are a little bit yellowed, but they're plastic, and this fan is 40 years old, so really what do you expect? But I've always been interested in these fans. I really like the two-tone blue top and white bottom of the motor. Although most of this motor is made out of plastic. Obviously not the stator and the rotor itself, but the top part of the motor right there, that's all plastic. And of course the canopies. Very thin aluminum blades, but a very cool fan nonetheless. I've only seen one of these in the wild in my life. There was a bar in Lorraine that when I used to work out in that area, I used to pass by it every day, and I would see it spinning in the window, and it was just constantly on. Even when the place was closed down, when they were remodeling it, they never turned it off, and it's still there as far as I know to this day. So I always thought these were really cool. These are made in England. And I can't remember for the life of me who is the OEM for these fans. I think it's Relite, I think is the name of the company, from England. So I've got it here on my test rig with my solid state speed control. And it's plugged into my kilowatt meter. Not much really to say. I mean, it's not like the highest quality just because it's got plastic parts and all that. But you know what? This thing is a hell of an air mover. I can tell you that right now. And I'm really happy to have this. I bought this at the Pennsylvania trip last year out in Allentown, PA, the Robbie Lawrence's fan meet, along with another Airmaster that's a Crompton Greaves made Airmaster. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down here in my chair because this thing is hanging pretty low, and I'm gonna start it up on the lowest speed. And on a solid state speed control, you can hear it's got a bit of a buzz to it, a pretty audible one too. It does have a couple of little scuffs on the motor, but, you know, it's in pretty good shape, in all honesty, for an industrial fan. I don't even know where this was originally installed. I really don't know that much about it. I don't even remember who I bought this from, to be quite honest. But if anybody recognizes this, leave a comment down below. On the lowest setting on the speed control, it's got a really nice aesthetic low speed. I'll go ahead and stand up so that you can see it back here. Try not to hit my head on it while it's running, because this is where my head is. So that'll give you a nice good whack in the head. Not moving any air on this speed, obviously. It's not, you know, for air movement, more for aesthetics than anything. So I'm going to go ahead and duck down here and turn it up just a hair. And this doesn't really have a whole lot of range on the speed control, just because it's, if I turned it all the way down, it would stall out. You can definitely feel air movement on it at this speed. This is more of a functional low. Obviously the buzz is a little bit more audible. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit so I can get you on the kilowatt meter. So on the kilowatt meter on the lowest speed, it's drawing 0.22 amps. I'll just probably stand back here and turn it up at that point. So we'll go back up. And probably just stand back here. It's a better view. At this functional low, it is drawing 0.35 amps. Definitely a more functional low speed. Bit of a wobble, but hanging on a J-hook, what do you really expect? Go ahead and turn it up a little more. Just about a little hair of a turn. Oh yeah, definitely feeling a lot more air movement at this speed. And right now we're drawing 0.43. It's not a slouch of a fan. It's definitely a good air mover. It's just, you know, like I said, not the highest quality fan, but not a bad fan. You could see that the blades are pitched up a little bit like a Crompton Greaves. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up a little more. Oh yeah. Now it's starting to move stuff all over the floor, like little leaves and stuff. And we are at 0.50 exactly. So really not a high amperage drawing fan. It's actually pretty efficient. Turn it up a little bit more. This is more of a almost full speed, not quite full speed. .59. Not too much of a increase. Oh yeah, this is definitely moving a ton of air. And we'll go all the way up to full speed. Woo! Friggin' tornado on high speed. Jesus. And at full speed, we are drawing 0.61, so really not that much of a difference between the last speed. It's a pretty low amperage drawing fan. I'm impressed with the air movement on this. This thing is a friggin' powerhouse. Sounds like a helicopter. Yeah, definitely an impressive air mover for its quality. And spin down. Bearings are good. It doesn't really make any noise other than the buzzing. But that's just, again, because it's on a solid state control. Yeah, I'm really glad I picked this up because I've always been interested in these fans over the years. I've seen quite a few of them through other fan collectors and postings on Facebook and the various forums. Definitely like it. Definitely plan to keep this one because these are kind of rare. You really don't see these, at least not in my part of the world. So there you have it. That is the 56-inch Airmaster industrial fan. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching. More videos to come.